Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. This is the Wednesday edition for the 15th of December of the Carolina Weather Video here. And, of course, a lot of folks talking about the potential for winter weather on the horizon, and everybody's talking about how cold it's been. It's another bitterly cold start to the day. Temperatures in the 10s across the entire area, even some Piedmont spots into the single digits this morning. Really cold stuff. Let's get right into it. First of all, there's the radar and precipitation here during the 5 o'clock hour just beginning to break out back into Mississippi and Alabama. That is the very beginnings of our next storm system. Out ahead of that system, a lot of winter weather products are out. Now, of course, these are all shaded the same color, but parts of Kentucky and northeastern Tennessee, it's a winter storm warning. And then the Virginia border counties up into Virginia, in our region, that's a winter storm watch. The rest, at least most of the rest of the counties in this are some type of winter weather or freezing rain advisory. There's the temperatures. Plenty of cold air still around, but it's going to be a matter of this cold air gradually getting modified as this light precipitation moves in. There's the upper air chart for today. Huge vortex still sitting over the New England states, keeping things fairly chilly. And quick look out to the weekend. There's what the Zero-Z GFS had for our little weekend potential system. We'll get into that in just a moment as well. All right, here we go. Today, this is a Zero-Z GFS. I've seen the 6Z. Not a whole lot to change my thinking based on that. But let's get to the Zero-Z GFS here. Today is going to be a day with a lot of sunshine for much of the day, but clouds increasing as the day, and especially the late afternoon, unfolds. Highs in the 30s across the Piedmont. All right. Here we are at the precip between 1 and 7 a.m. tomorrow, Thursday. That's when the precip spreads in. Really, the location, say I-85 points north and west. Could see some precipitation begin during the pre-dawn hours and continuing into especially tomorrow morning before everything tapers off by afternoon. Now, let me show you the Canadian regional model. I think it's doing as good a job as anything else with this. And it's a little quicker. This is at 5 a.m., and this is kind of what I think the timing will be like. Pre-dawn hours, we see some precipitation move in. Probably initially some snow and sleet mixture, really for much of the Piedmont. Now, light is the key word. It's going to be a light precipitation event in most spots. So during the pre-dawn hours, maybe a light snow-sleet mixture, maybe more of a sleet or maybe light freezing rain mixture down, even maybe into northernmost South Carolina. Let's go a couple hours forward. This is 7 a.m., all right, a little bit later, 10 a.m. Precipitation has really tapered off already for the I-85 corridor from the Triad down to Charlotte. And here we are at 1 p.m. The heaviest wintry type precipits in northeastern North Carolina at that point in time. Finally, there we are by 4 p.m. Event's pretty much over, just some lingering drizzle. So here's what I'm going with. It's just sort of a broad accumulation potential map for the southern Piedmont, northernmost South Carolina. Can't rule out a quick dusting or a minor glazing on some elevated surfaces early tomorrow. For the Interstate 40 corridor, dusting to maybe an inch or two of snow and sleet before it kicks over to any lingering light freezing rain or rain. And the heaviest accumulations with this system in the Virginia border counties and then up into Virginia. And there could be 1 to 3 inches of snow and sleet there, maybe a glazing of ice on top of that. So that'd be where the biggest issues will be likely with the system up near the Virginia border. Triad itself, dusting maybe an inch or two. Charlotte, not a big deal, but it could be a little bit of a glazing or a light dusting in some spots around the morning commute. So tomorrow morning, one of those mornings, you want to get up a little early, check, see how the road conditions are doing. This is not a big event for most spots in our area. Now, you get up into Kentucky, northeastern Tennessee, and maybe Virginia. Yeah, could be a pretty significant winter weather event, winter storm even. But for North Carolina, South Carolina, not a big problem, but could be some accumulations in some spots in the areas I've outlined. Kind of a minor deal, but something to look at closely and keep an eye on the radar trends and everything as we approach this potentially event. Now, Friday, we're sort of in between systems, and the modeling over the last couple of cycles has gone toward a less impressive weekend system. Now, this was the Zero-Z GFS. This is 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon, 7 o'clock Saturday evening, and then finally 1 a.m. Sunday. And the 6Z is fairly similar, although it's a little weaker. Really what's happening is, at least right now, the model is keeping the upper level energy a little bit more strung out, so this is not able to really strengthen up into a powerful low pressure until it gets offshore. And if that's the case, it'd be too late at that point for a major snow event for the I-85 corridor. However, at face value, the GFS does put down some snow with this, certainly in some spots. Where that strip of heavier snow would be is, still up for grabs at this point. And there's a system as we get into Sunday off the New England coast. So the potential is there still for some snow with the weekend system, but the trending has been toward a weaker system as opposed to a stronger one. We'll see. Still some time for that to go the other way, but kind of trending away from a huge storm, it looks like, this weekend. Now, it looks like it's going to stay cold as we get into Christmas week. There's Monday, and then another pretty good shot of cold air on the GFS by Tuesday and Wednesday leading up to Christmas. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for reading. I'll post some updates if they're necessary a little bit later on today and tweak any ideas I put out there. Thanks for watching. Remember, News 14 Carolina, keep you completely up to date as the event unfolds tomorrow morning. And, of course, I'll have another new edition of the video hopefully posted tomorrow morning if time allows. If not, then I'll have another one up bright and early Friday morning. All right, have a great day, and God bless.